Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute, so let's get into it. So in today's project, we are going to be tackling the use of different yarns to make an outfit. In this case, we're going to be making a striped top. It can be a crop top if you would like. It can be a normal top, an ordinary top to your torso, which is still fine. So let's get into it. So the first thing, as usual, is we get into our materials, what we may need. So for this case, for this project, I'll be using a couple of these to make different lines on the top. I'll show you how it would look like. Then a measuring tape. This is needed to determine, first of all, the length of the top I'm making, then also the width as well. So I'll show you along the way. Then for this project, I'll be using a 2.0 millimeter hook because I would want my, as you can see it here, because I would want my stitches to be a bit small. This project, I've chosen to start with color red, as you can see, color red. So from then on, you're going to make a magic ring and make a foundation chain of 40 stitches, which I have here. This will determine the length of the outfit, in this case the top. So, and we're going to be alternating colors. So for this and for this project, we're going to be using double crochets throughout. So on top of the 40 chains, we are going to come and add an additional 2 chains. Then you yarn over, you leave these 2 you've added, then you double crochet in the first one that we had left, so the 40th. So from here you're going to double crochet to the next, in the next stitches, because in the project we're only doing double crochets. So you keep doing that. For those of you who don't know how to double crochet, I will leave a link in the description to show you how best to double crochet, because once you learn how to do that easily, this becomes achievable. So we're finally at the end of our row. Let me just double crochet it in the next ones. So once you come to the end of your row, you'll have to chain. I usually chain 2 for double crochet, but if you want to chain 1, it's still okay. So we're going to chain 2, then we turn our work, then we yarn over, we double crochet in the next stitch, not into the same, because we're not trying to make an increase. So for this project, we are going to be doing 2 rows each of every different other color. So we are going to complete this red, then we add onto another color. So I want to show you how I attach my yarn. Since we're going to be working with different colors, so I wanted to show you how I attach my yarn. We all have different ways of how to work our way around them. So once we reach the end of our row, remember the chain 2 we did here, we are going to do it here as well, but then we shall be chaining 2 with this new color. So you hold this color here, you come and hold the red as well, then instead of chaining the red, you chain the orange. So 1, sorry, let's see, you've inserted, so this is 1, 2, then you tighten ends. We shall come and weave in at the end of the project. So once you do that, you turn and then you go about with the same business. Chain 2, then you turn, then you continue doing your normal double crochets, but the only difference is this time round you're using a different color. So we are going to continue with this and achieve 2 rows of orange as well, then come in to attach another piece of yarn as well, another color. So if you have a scissor, this is where the scissor helps you so much, because you are going to have a lot of loose ends and you're going to have to weave in with time. So when you get a scissor, you get to cut this off, and we'll do that at the end of the project anyway. Keep doing this until we achieve an 2 rows of orange, then we attach another color. Always remember that each time we reach the end of a row, you have to continue being consistent, because we've been chaining 2, so I expect you to be chaining 2 at every end of a row as well, so that you don't have work that is a bit going like having heels and valleys. So yeah, you try to maintain a straight line. So once we reach the end, we're going to chain 2 again. If you've chained 1, you continue chaining 1. So but since I'm chaining 2, and I've continued with my 2, so we're going to, as you can see, we've chained 2 and it has maintained the straight line. So keep doing that. End result of all the colors I've attached, so that we can join, and then we see how to close off the project. It's rather something easy to do, by the way, so you can take this on. If you want, you can make it for yourself, you can make it for anyone you know who would look nice in these rainbow colors. So yeah, you can keep watching, subscribe, like, share. So we have hurried, we've come to the end of our row, so here we are. Don't forget to chain in the last stitch. Sometimes it doesn't look like a stitch because it's a bit narrow, but yeah, don't forget to chain in there. So you see, as you can see, we have 2 beautiful colors. Smith, after you've attached the given colors according to so you see, as we continue adding colors, this determines the width, like that covers your bust area. So this covers, like the longer it goes, that covers the width. So you measure yourself with the tape measure. If your bust is 20, let's see, since this material stretches, reduce on the measurement by 1 inch, so that you give room for it to expand, so that it can be tight on you, because as you can see, this is supposed to be 2 inches, but then when you stretch it out, it goes to 3. So it's always advisable to make it a bit smaller, so that it can be a fitting. I see you at the end of the color formations, then we see how to close the top up. So this is our process so far. As you can see, we're going to continue adding more rows like this until you get your required width that is around your torso stroke your bust. So guys, we've come to the end of our width. As you can see, when I open this up, if I close it, it matches my width, my required width I want. So the other trick you should consider is, each time you're measuring out your bust or your waist, for example, if this is to cover the bust and our bust is 36, this will stretch out to 36, but then the actual measurements will be 34 or 33. What I mean is, as you can see, the thread is a stretchy kind of material. When you put this to the cloth, it shows 1 inch, and when you stretch that out, it's more than 1 inch. As you can see, it's more than 1 inch. So that's what I mean, like your actual bust may be 36, but then when you make an outfit worth 36 inches, it may be big on you because the material is stretchy and it will stretch out when it's older and it will become loose on you. So in order to make a tight fitting, you have to make it a bit smaller so that it can be a tighter fitting. So in this case, if my bust is 36, I'll look at making this overall width 34 or 35, depending on what you want. Then I'll be sharing a link of how to weave in these ends because it's a whole different story. And yeah, so we're going to weave in these ends, then we're going to join this. We're going to join these together to make a tube top. I'm going to use slip stitch, either a slip stitch or a single crochet. It depends on what you want. So I'll also share a video of how to join this. So anyway, I'll show you how I've done it at the end of this idea. This is what I wanted to share with you. It's very easy to do, so I would really advise, if you're interested in such outfits, you can make yourself one if you fail to buy from your local store or from your local crocheteer. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, you can leave a comment. You can subscribe, you can like, you can share. It goes a long way, a motivator. So thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.